in the sense. When the saints go marching in.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Noel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Milton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Camaro. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Milton now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Ready,
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. But he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Saints nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Milton, he's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There to knock it away was Brian Branch. You talk about this Miami defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Noel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Business. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Now Milton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
60 Vikings. Panther 11. Go.
Here's Milton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Here comes the Saints punter now. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Fighting his way through contact. And And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
The Dolphins take over
It's a
first
nifty
and 10
return of 29 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Willis. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Dolphins, first down.
Panther 6.
First down.
Lightning,
And goal to go.
18. Pioneer. Warriors 70. Shot 60. Ready.
Back to throw, Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Okay, great.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints 4-yard line.
Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took a deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
19. Come on. Hey, go.
To throw from his end zone, Milton. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 21-0 our score after 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Milton. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football.
2 yards. And the Dolphins, first down.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's go now.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. They moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Yeah, he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
19, 18. Ready.
This is Martinez. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
19 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Cougar. 19.
Willis looks to pass it here. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd and goal from the 6. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things already were problematic for them. Then you add in the safety, followed by the field goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Okay,
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So nothing doing there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go. Ready?
Now Willis. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing is Milton. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for the Saints.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And the Saints.
Dragon 6.
To throw is Milton. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Willis, still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Caught here, right side roll. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And some room to run now. Jalen Waddle. They're on the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Stop clocking, 18.
The final shot before break. Milton. And that's caught inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the east side on the Friday night, met a bunch of
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Trenton Simpson getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Milton. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trenton Simpson dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 18, 5 in.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Go.
They're going to try and throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
At the 35-yard line.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 25. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come on, come on.
Here's Martinez. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll go here with Martinez. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down and 8.
Ready, ready.
They'll run Martinez. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw, Willis. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is, don't quit competing.
Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions.
Second and long. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
Now Willis to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Martinez. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by and he caught it up. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to it quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you,
rush coming, and he's taken down. And Tommy Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
It's now third down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Go street. 19, 70, ground throw 80. Ready.
To throw, here's Willis. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
And it's 3 and out.
Ready.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Warriors 70, Hawks 70, Hawks, Cup 19, Cup 19, 70 rings, 70 rings.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Willis. Down the field, he's got Noel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Damian Martinez with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. The Dolphins